Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to episode 9 of my journey through the Dawn of the Hunt League. Last time, with my explosive spear Amazon, I wound up getting a new spear in the end, increasing my damage by quite a bit more. I got a 5th support gem socket for my Whirlwind Slash, and I took down 2 of the Feral Megaliths, took down Alaroth, got some Expedition passives for my tree, got myself up to 32 of 40 on the Atlas passive tree. Just a little bit left to go there, but today I want to go after a Simulacrum and getting my 4th Ascendancy trial complete. So make sure to hit that like button and let's jump in. So I have Delirium spread across a lot of nodes across the tree. I've used tablets. I think there was one way over here maybe. Yeah, there's a bunch of Delirium out here. Maybe this is a spot to look for another corruption. I am also still missing the last unique map, the Essence one. It would be cool to find that, but that's just RNG, I think. And of the T15 maps I have, almost all of them have some kind of extra damage, crit, minus max, LE pin. There's a lot of really rippy maps I have to go through, so I'm not going to be as hard, like trying not to die and push levels, I don't think. But I think I will also start by going after this Jin Barya. Looks like the lowest level I have is 77. Let's see if we can knock that out. All right, there are more spaces in here for me to put something. Max honor, some honor res here. Actually, if I were to swap this, yeah, that still doesn't really give me access to these slots. This has 30 honor res. Maybe I could work that in. If I drop these here, put that in. That's 30, 50, 68. This 9 would get me there, then I wouldn't need this honor res. I could put in bosses take increased damage. So I have 2 of these with bosses take increased damage. I have bosses deal reduced damage. Should be good. Oh yeah, switch to here. 25, 41 honor. Ow, I took a hit. That hurt. Anything I take that's going to be fizz damage is going to hurt. Chaos Orb.
Now we're talking.
Doing some damage. If I remember correctly, the way to do this is you want to target water, avoid any debuffs that you can, and try and buff yourself with the merchants that are guaranteed at the end of each floor. And if you can find them along the way, that's also nice. Merchant only offers one choice. Less sacred water found, reduced honor restored. Merchant only offers one choice is really bad. Less sacred water this early really limits my choices. I think I gotta go reduced honor restored. That also is scary. Yeah, reduced honor restored. Then there's a boon that I can get. Yeah, I go for the boon here. GCP. Random boon is honor restoration on entering boss room. It says 326, but I only get half of that. Then there's binding chains, increased monster life, or reduce light radius minimap hidden. I think minimap hidden is probably the thing to go for there. Yeah, I don't need the minimap to follow these escape trials. It directs me where they're gonna be. All right, peek at what the boss life is looking like here. Did I actually get hit by that? Really? Alright, this is looking pretty tame. About 750k. Maybe closer to like 900.
Stand clear.
No, don't get blown up. Not getting my charges.
Beware of what falls.
Okay. Silver key. 1139 honor off the first floor. Not bad. Then I can get the honor restored back to counter the affliction that I took. Can I buy all of these? I can. Alright, so I took a lot of the common ones out of the pool now. Do a mysterious cache. Another mysterious cache. Sure. Curse with Enfeeble, that's not bad. Deceptive Mirror is really bad. So yeah, I gotta go Curse with Enfeeble. I can actually like kill a rare this time in here for the 3rd Ascendancy. Even this was kind of trouble, so I'm looking in a much better spot. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Was not expecting that to come at me like that. Alright, took a little bit of damage. Lose all sacred water on floor completion. I gotta bypass that. Gold key out of a pot. Now what are we looking at? Fickle Blessings of the Wind. I think that removes one of the debuffs I have. And I can take water on the way there. Another one of these rooms that just never spawned a rare enemy. When you kill a rare enemy, it drops the timer by like 20 seconds or something. So it's nice to take them out and speed these rooms up. But if no rare enemy actually shows up, you gotta fight and just chill. There's another boon here too. Gain boon, heal, and cleanse affliction. I can see an additional room ahead, and I lost the enfeeble. Okay, so I can get a boon here. Then I have to deal less damage, monsters deal more damage, or less sacred water found. I think at this point it's probably where I take the less sacred water. Gonna get this boon here. If I'm dealing less damage, why am I still enfeeble? But it removed the enfeeble. Huh. Well, if I deal less damage, the boss is going to take longer. If the bosses deal more damage, I get to take less hits because the damage they deal reflects in the amount of honor I lose when I get hit. So, don't really want that either. Are we really doing this again with no rares? Maybe the pots aren't waking up. There's a pot right here. No idea. Random boon is monsters have less max life. That's good. And then still take the less sacred water found. Gold key. Taking damage from traps. Not good. Maybe being a little bit too aggressive through there. And I get a little bit of heal on entering this boss room. Okay, that capped me up. But I'm still enfeebled, it says. Which is not ideal. And this did not go amazingly well last time.
Watch your step.
Everything they do is big slams, pretty much, so it's not like I'm evading anything here. Ooh. Oh, but what if I just dodge it all? Oh, there was a big hit. Got him. I took one hit in that fight. That's good. What does Balbala have here? Honor restoration on room completion. Cannot be damaged until you complete the next room. I don't think this is worth 600 when there's still a monsters deal less damage and I do more damage. Like, those are the things I'm looking for. So I probably hold off there. Look for royals. Here's a royal. Sapphire ruby. Gold royal. Emerald ruby. Attack damage. Increased amount of life leech. That one's worth a regal, armor, and exalt. Chance to ignite. Alright, force into an affliction. Have no evasion, have no energy shield I can do. I get the enfeeble back if I go to the merchant. So maybe could avoid that. There will be a merchant after the scorpion. A pledge. Remove less sacred water found for random affliction. Gain movement speed for an affliction. Free chest for taking damage. No, I'm not taking any of those. Yeah, I think I'd avoid the enfeeble. Go around. No mini-map for these gauntlets is a little yikes. Increase damage taken while on low life, or you and minions deal less damage. I think it has to be the damage taken while on low life. There is a merchant beyond that. Lose affliction for lose a boon. Gain or more sacred water for affliction. Nope. No chances on random afflictions. Doing another gauntlet. It was gauntlet, escape, gauntlet. Monsters deal less damage. I mean, there's reduced merchant prices. That's not bad. Then monsters deal less damage. Give me more defenses. Okay. And I'll save the rest for the merchant after the boss. So if I dodge roll, that gets me up to 90% evasion. I don't have a poison charm, but I do have chaos res. And I can dodge.
Make haste.
Alright, we're jumping. Run.
Quick, the sands fall.
Still jumping.
Keep moving.
Was that the last one? Okay. Spinny. Move. Another spin. Ooh, very well done. Exalted Orb there. Alright, Ball is here. Purchase. Deal more damage. More max honor. Monsters reduced action speed. Reduce trap damage. I don't need the heal. Things are looking really nice for me here. Then, are there any royals here? No. There's a silver royal. Sapphire ruby. Alright, then we save them for the end. So at this point, I need to just make it there. Merchant offers fewer choices I can take now. Don't want unknown afflictions, in case I'm forced into another affliction like this column. I think I go merchant reduced choices, because I've pretty much got everything I could ask for. There's a boon after that as well. Yeah, go for it. Ooh, the escape trial on floor 4 is kind of rough, because you get body blocked by giant skellies. Yep, there's a lot of enemies too. I feel like there's a different layout here than what I'm used to as well. It'd be cool if they added new layouts to the 4th floor of this, because they're all the same every single time. The gauntlets are all the same, the escape trial is the same, that room was different. Okay, this is an honor restore, sure. I can cap up a little, oop, nope, kill this thing. Then, gotta wait for the animation to finish. Okay, forced into an affliction here. See one fewer room ahead, doesn't matter at that point. Less max honor, depends on what's in these. Random boon, next time you go below 20% life, restore all life, ES, and 50% of honor. Okay. See one fewer room ahead. Into an escape trial. Okay. Seems good. Yep. This is different. There's a new gauntlet trial. No mini-map. What is this? So this would like block me in here if I pulled the lever. Is it possible to make it there after touching this? I'll give it a shot. Pull lever. Still doesn't warp me. There he goes. Okay. So there's another one of those right here. I guess it was probably supposed to use that one maybe. Well, whenever it wants to warp me back, there we go. Well, these rooms are not too bad. Especially you can dodge roll through those little corridors. That was awesome. Go for a merchant. How much water do I have? 156. I mean, maybe there's something there. What do we got? Next purchase has no cost. Okay, I bought that. Alright, another escape trial. No mini-map. This is more reminding me of the other one. The right side wasn't super bad, but if the left side is the same as it used to be... No, I think this is just another completely different room. Okay, I used the thing, I think. Yeah, I used that. A pledge... Less merchant prices. I mean, none of this really matters at this point. Gain a random affliction would be bad. Don't want to remove the increased honor restored. Yeah, no. Because I do want this little bit of heal when I enter the boss. Yeah, I'm missing 11 honor. Okay, I think I can handle it.
Rage against the shackles of fate, if you so desire.
Let's do it, Zarok.
This only ends one way.
Oh yeah, he's got way less HP. Well, I also got all the buffs. I got the damage, I got the reduced monster life, I got the reduced action speed. Like, I got all the things. Alright, now this is ridiculous. Can you hide in the corner? Yeah, I think you can still hide in the corner. Yeah, I did not take any damage there. Okay, good.
Rid yourself
Just
of
keep
your
dodging.
illusions. Wither is nothing.
Gonna have to do the time challenge thing here in just a second. I got his weakness
The
exposed.
sands of time.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go here first. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, that was close.
Your destiny, but you have not.
Now we're up here.
You are not in
Ooh,
control.
no. Oh, oh, those things are the things that spin around. No, I touched the thing. Oh, I got hit.
Rid yourself of your illusions.
I think I got this though.
This
Oh, I gotta do this again.
sands of time wait for no one.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Fate smiles upon you.
4, 5. This one's gonna be rough.
This
Okay.
you surprise me, Tajani.
No, I touched the thing
But
again.
you have yet to cast off the shackles of fate.
Mark.
You are not in control.
I need crits. Got it. I'm gonna get warped into that. No? Okay. Unique relic. Altar of Ascendancy. Skill speed. 40% skill speed while an enemy with open weakness is in your presence, as well as 20% movement speed. What I'm taking. It's possible this life leech recovers based on LE damage as well as fizz could be good. I'm not really geared to use Stalking Panther. And there's a passive node to give me extra evasion from body armor as well, so wouldn't take that. Mana flasks also recover life, but meh. Be more useful for the life flask, also recovers mana. Hey, Balbala, I can purchase this relic for free. Nah, turn the water into a key. Then run around here and look for... There's a time lost cache. Are there any royals? Here's a silver royal, ruby sapphire, another silver royal, sapphire emerald. All right, I want to do a gold shield cache. No. New bronze mysterious. Barbed bracers are good. And there's a stash here. Good. Seal relic. Cannot restore honor. Zarok drops sandstorm visage. If I had another run that good, like I could probably get away with that. Bronze mysterious has a gold key. Another bronze mysterious, another bronze key. Bronze boots. Nothing. Prime mysterious. Gold. Silver hoarders. Gold. Prime gold shield. I'm interested. One silver left. Do the silver helmet. Nope. Then what's on my jewels? Small passives in radius grant global fizz, increased damage with war cries. Notable passives grant 3% increased life regen rate. We got notable passives grant crit chance for spells. Upgrades radius to medium. Chance to ignite AoE of curses. Gain 1 rage on melee hit. Presence AoE. That's kind of cool. Block chance stun build up with maces. Elemental damage. Chance to inflict ailments. Yes, recharge rate. Ailment threshold. Attack damage, attack speed with spears. Okay, that's interesting. Let's regal that. Herald skill damage. And flask effect duration. Regal the rage on hit 1. Life regen rate. I'm gonna exalt on that one too. Damage with maces. The global fizz damage is interesting. Let's exalt this. Totem placement speed. What does the radius look like on this? So if I were to have this right here, it would hit 5 smalls that I'm using and 3 notables. So that'd be 10% fizz damage, 9% life regen rate. Medium radius doesn't change too much. Too bad I didn't get a emerald one of these. I feel like these have some crazy potential. Monsters take increased damage. Restore honor on picking up a key. Monsters reduce attack, cast, and movement speed. That's kind of cool too. Honor res, huge max honor. That's a very nice one. That's the only big thing. But I also unlocked those last slots, so I could potentially tweak things to be better. You only need so much honor resistance. A crit chance rarity cold res helmet with strength. That is intriguing. Give me life on that. That's mana and that's armor. Still holding on to that thing. Cleaned up all the stuff I got from that. Then I can go back to mapping. Atlas passive tree. Last time I got like all of this stuff. Increased chance for enlightening shrines. Chance for all packs around shrines to be magic. And increased effect and duration of shrines. But I've been having issues clicking the shrines, which makes them very dangerous, especially if they're all magic enemies to be around the shrine, and if you can't get the shrine, they're all buffed by the shrine, and that's obnoxious. Also buffing the strong boxes, chance to be openable twice, chance for extra shrine effect, increased chance for researchers. Strong boxes have increased chance to be uniques. Lots of good stuff there. That was what I was really pushing for on the Atlas completion. Delirium Fog spawns increased fracturing mirrors. I don't think those exist anymore. Or at least I haven't seen them in maps. Slaying rare monsters pauses Delirium Mirror timer for 4 seconds. I think that's the delaying your loot for 4 seconds per rare, but more likely to spawn unique bosses would be nice with this one. Increased splinters. I think I would want to push for the instilled emotions applied to waystones up to increased stack size of splinters from non-unique monsters to make it easier to get to another simulacrum. But that requires 2 simulacrum wins, but I've yet to complete one in the 2 attempts I've tried, so that's what we're going for next. I'm gonna run the Rippy maps too, minus max. Oh yeah, I was also told I can buy T14 maps here. They're 18,000 gold each. So if things are too bad, I could get 14s and run boss maps to get more 15s. But just go where there's Delirium. I have 178 splinters currently. Unique hardwood targ. I was looking at unique shields. There are 2 unique shields that could amplify my damage a lot. The Chernbog's Pillar and Lycosidae. Lycosidae doubles my accuracy, which would give me a bunch of extra crit chance. That'd be nice to have, but getting 1% damage as extra fire per chance to block off the Chernbog's Pillar would also be insane. Something to be fishing for. 6 splinters. Ooh, distilled isolation? That's the rarest one. No way. Well, that's cool. None of the monsters that spawn on this map are doing elemental damage outside of rare mods, so this has not been bad. Oh yay, a wisp. This could be a way to destroy my smooth map thus far. Ooh, that's fire damage. I survived that. Averil's Wheel. Lose 1% life and mana on kill. That seems bad. Level 19 skill gem for my Spear of Solaris. 2 T15 maps. And a rare strongbox that I don't have to alch. That's cool. And the resistance shrine gets me to 76 max res, even with the minus max in the map. That's cool. Sockets on everything that dropped out of there. I have not been picking up socket items. And another minus max map. Awesome. And crit chance. I'm sitting on 30 Artificer's Orbs. I don't feel like I need to be pulling out sockets to vendor. I mostly focus on quality armor pieces because the armor scraps go more often than the blacksmiths do. Stick with the minus max. Another decay map as well. 6 splinters. Map complete. I feel like there's still half of this map left. Might as well just move on. Magic monsters. Ellie Pin. Potentially worse than the minus max. 11 minus max. Reduced extra damage from crits. 7 splinters. Well, I wound up in this situation and died. And walked back into it and instantly died. Wow! Stag Touch must be giving them some kind of elemental damage. Oh, and then I failed the map. Oh, well, lovely. I did get a T15 in return, though. Steals charges, but at least that's not extra damage. Just as generic increased monster damage is worse than the minus max in Ellie Pen. Anything that buffs the amount of physical damage that these attacks do? Nope. It is like death. It is nearly death without any extra mods on the map. Oh, he's gonna blow. I got a pair of Demon Stitchers and a Death Rattle. 6 more splinters. Alright, time to see this attack speed increase. It's pretty nice. That Ascendancy is really only noticeable on like big single target fights. Rare enemies that you can kill in 2 hits anyways, doesn't really matter to have that increased skill speed. Ooh, he's spinning? He's spinning. Throw spears. Ooh. Yeah, the tick, tick, tick. much faster. Oh no, monster damage. That's yikes. I'm not LE weakness capped either, but if there's anything I've learned thus far, percent increased damage is like by far the worst mod. Minus max almost doesn't matter because almost everything does physical and chaos damage anyways. In the LE pin map, I died to a corpse explosion. That does fire damage. Makes sense. So the damage is extra elemental. It says 37% say, but I mitigate 75% of that. So it amounts to only 10% damage roughly, whereas the monster damage means like fizz damage just going to kill you no matter what. So knowing that, run the monster damage maps. Run the rippy ones. The Delirium music is so much better in this game. Oh, yep. Damage is fire there. Nasty shrine. Highlight of the shrine. Clicked it. Okay. So if I can make it, it doesn't need to highlight the shrine. I need it to like show the name of the shrine at the top. And then if I click it and don't click anything else, I should get it. 6 splinters. Unique iron head spear. I was wanting to look at it, but those were ground AoE attacks and I can't evade those. Fizz damage, reduced attack speed. Strikes deal splash damage. Cannot use projectile attacks and knockback on hit. Interesting. Another minus max. But do the other monster damage one first. Oh, monster damage, LE weakness. That's... Don't run the mire, because that boss will destroy me in there. Frozen Falls also is bad. Vol Foundry. Oh, that's gonna be the Molten Dude boss. Let's move somewhere else. Look for a different map. Another Blooming Field. Ooh, the Reviving Rare Strongbox. 5 more splinters. No, just getting the shrine to show up at the top does not make it easier to click. Revives fallen monster 3 times. Okay, map complete. Got me my T15 map. Extra energy shield. It's not too bad. Another T15. Saving this for the last monster could. It's the last rare monster in the map multiple times, and it might have dropped me a T15 map because of that 3 different times. I think next I do the crit ones. Yeah, do the crit ones. And now I can move back up here and do this mire. GCP, 5 splinters and an envy. Getting an envy feels crazy out of the Delirium mirror. And that's just a T5. Distilled emotion. And I can't believe I dropped the T10 one. That might actually be one of the most valuable things I've acquired thus far in the league. Alright, tag the checkpoint. Don't go too far up to where voice lines spawn. I think if those voice lines spawn for the Riona boss, and then if you die, you reset your map. And I gotta be careful about that. I'm doing maps that I'm expecting to potentially die in. Like so. And it did not reset my map. Good. That 1-2 hit from this enemy might have killed me without the crit, because it had extra lightning damage on it. And I need a belt like this with resists on it. That is the biggest thing strapping my gear at the moment. No resist on the belt has made it much harder to gear anything else. Reduced amount recovered, instant recovery, increased charges. Kind of what I've been thinking about. I have glass blowers to make it better. I think I'm gonna try that out. Alright, this boss has a big weakness section coming up right here. Oh no! I wanted to just rain the spears and finish it. Man, my crits do so much damage. Oh, I didn't have frenzy charges capped up that time. Whoa. Deserted. Don't remember what this map boss is. Lord of the Pit? Still not nailing it for me. Kinda am thinking it's the Wizard Necro with the like Bone Mastodon thing. Oh no, Owl Touched. I don't like Owl Touched. I would love to see the other talismans though. I've only seen a Stag Talisman and I have 2 of them. Oh, must have been a crit lightning hit. Distilled Disgust. That's cool. Tier 4 Desert Circlet. I do think the Wisps might add a bunch of rarity, but it doesn't feel like a lot for the amount of difficulty you go through to get it. And lightning shrine, it sure is. No, I wasn't trying to right click it, I turned it off. I just wanted to hover over it to see what it was doing. Unique leather buckler. Rogue exile with a bushwhack equipped. Yep, those are those boots. I got a lot of those in 0.1. Physical damage is pinning. Well, isn't that interesting, actually? If I was wearing these boots, I could remove the pin support, allowing me to build up stuns with my Whirling Slash and still get pins to get frenzy charges at the cost of movement speed, resistances, dex, light, like all this stuff that's on my current boots. That is a very interesting concept. Lord of the Pit, yeah, I was right. It is this guy, and he can crit, so be careful. Okay, he's dead though. Sacral Quiver, what is that? The lethal draw. Bow attacks consume 10% of your maximum life flask charges, if possible to deal added physical damage equal to 5% of Flask's life recovery amount. Huh, interesting. I did put these points back into the boss difficulty as well. I am crushing some bosses. Delirium Precursor Tablet, click the shrine, got it. See, that's why I was confused. The Tempest Shrine has the same kind of debuff, or the buff icon up there, as the Enlightening Shrine did. Why I wanted to hover over it and make sure. Fire Quiver, unique. Ooh, Speed Shrine. Got it. I think it's the first time I've hit 5 stacks on a Delirium Mirror. Map completed. Now I must stand here and wait for the Delirium rewards to drop, because I use the shrines to clear every rare enemy in the map during the Delirium. 9 splinters. No map in return there either. Rare Researcher Strongbox. Jinbarya. I didn't get to read it fully. I don't know if that was 193 Quanta Rarity. Either way, that's big. Give me the shrine. Give me the shrine. Yes. That's frost and speed. Big one. Oh, the instant flask. That's a game changer, actually. Wait, did all it drop was a Jinbarya? Oh, it might have dropped augments, transmutes. Okay. Well, we got a shrine. We know where all the rares are. Go get them. While you get all this speed and extra damage, just try and juice the Delirium as much as possible and go. Oh yeah, and this map with its 1 checkpoint. 6 splinters. In PoE 1, you can give yourself checkpoints by dropping a portal in places. Doesn't really work here though, because when you die, you respawn in the map at the last checkpoint. So dropping a portal does nothing except allow you to leave the map. Now, if we throw down a portal and it effectively created our own checkpoint in the map, that'd be cool. Unique Chiming Staff. Got a Sigil of Power on it. Spell damage, cast speed, all res. Spells fire 4 additional projectiles, but in a circle. Sire of Shards. That's fun. Actually looks a little more useful than Sire of Shards in PoE 1. Cartographer's Strongbox. Identified items and ice spikes. Nope. I don't know if I should expend exalt on this, but what does the Regal got? 2 packs rare monsters. Ooh, Gloom Shrine. Gimme. Got it. I think the spam click the shrine approach don't work. You gotta be more methodical with it. Salt this. 71 quant. Freezes. More rarity. Okay. 5 splinters, because yeah, I got sidetracked by... Oh! The instant flask, it's so good. It's so much better. That's what I'm talking about, though. Monster Res, that one's doable. Overpowering's doable. This one's doable. Okay, what about my white ones? Monster Life, reduced from crits, and Monster Life. Cool. I just got 6 maps that are not going to kill me, but they will kill me because I feel more confident about not dying in them. A nice thing though is I'm not encountering map mods that are just not runnable. Some of the maps are more dangerous, but none of them's like, oh, you can't gain charges in this map, or like how some of them are in PoE 1. It's like, well, monsters are just going to avoid your poison in this map, or this map has reflect or no regen. There is like an increased ailment threshold enemies can get, but it's not like a chance to avoid ailments, which kind of breaks Ignite builds and stuff in PoE 1. At the same time, PoE 1, you have like fairly easy way to re-roll the mods on maps. There's no real re-rolling stuff. Chaos Orbs are too valuable to use on an item you're trying to make better. Enfeebled Temp Chains, that one's doable as well. The maps on the left are piling. I like it. All I have left are damages extras currently. As for the rippy maps I'm trying to smash through. Attack and cast movement speed. That one's kind of a deadly mod, but the hits won't be bigger. Only 3 splinters. Rip. 5 splinters. 6 splinters. Primate Talisman. Minions have increased life in a helmet. Alright, hopefully this doesn't go bad. The instant flask should allow me to... If I get like hit by the rolling double hit, I can heal through it as it's happening. But if I stay on top of the boss, I don't think that rolling attack really... No, I got killed by the first hit of it. There's some damage as fire, but dang. The map boss difficulty also increases the damage they deal. Second time was fine. No rolling attack. Speed damages lightning. Ew. Alright, that's the one I do next then, I guess. Whoa. Area contains the Emired Fury. Powerful monster that has appeared due to the cleansing process. This monster has dangerous abilities but greatly increased rewards. Maybe that's where the Fracturing Orb comes. Okay, so maybe not that map. Do the Fortress. What is this shrine? It has the looks of the Gloom Shrine that's tainted. The Corruption one. Ooh, I almost got... Oh, I still got it. Man, speed and extra damage. 6 splinters though. Unique bolstered mitts. 0 attempts remaining. Yeah, that was a rough map. But I got Dreadfist. Crits impale. Critical hits cannot extract impale. Interesting. 37 splinters to go. 6 splinters. No. Instant life flask. Such a huge deal. I'm glad I made that switch. Without the instant life flask, I died in this boss fight easily. Ooh, 2 uniques. Bristle Boar, rage when hit by an enemy, 10 rage when crit by an enemy, and a Leer cast. And I got another Thunderstep. Another monster damage map. Yay. I'll put it on this map. Just peek out here. There's something right there. Maybe that's a Viridian Wildwood. Ice and Seeking Shrine. So it only says Resplendent Shrine when you hover over it. It does say Seeking up here. Seeking is what it was called on the thing. Ooh, what was that shield? Spiked Buckler. Increased parry damage. Parrying applies 10 stacks of critical weakness and some all-res. Nifty. Ooh, Researcher Strongbox with quant and rarity. Regal Exalt Vol and an Inscribed Ultimatum. And it sucks being full on your inventory, a unique drops on the ground, and you just picked up the shrine that gives you damages extra fire. That's something maybe I need to consider. Check my inventory before clicking a shrine I want to maximize the benefit of. Unique Cloaked Mail. I feel like I've seen that one before. I think that's the one that gives you the cheat death. Eventually I'm going to learn the names of all these things. Be able to name that on the ground. Now this is the Spirit one, which reduced mana cost of skills. Raya's Embrace. 4 splinters. Ooh, XP Shrine. I'm not in a position to really make use of them yet. Finally, I got it. So I think you need physical access to like the edge of the shrine, like this ring at the bottom of it, based on the direction that you're trying to click it from. So if there's an enemy blocking that location, you're not getting that shrine. No. Oh, it increased damage. Rah! Alright, throw fire. Okay, there we go. Trying to melee down those spikes just has not seemed to work. In the various instances there's been said spikes. There we go. Tier 5 Emerald Ring. Life, Chaos, Evasion, Cold, Life, Mana. So 3 good mods. I think that calls for a Chaos Orb. Chaos Orb, what you got for me? A Life on kill to 6 decks. Again, the decks to the big lightning. Okay, I really like this ring. I wouldn't be capped on Chaos Res if I put it here. And I've got Lightning covered across the board. Another Chaos has a 2/3 chance of removing something good now. It's already successfully done 2, so that's risky. Where's the cold skill here? Throw a single piercing lance that leaves icy fragments in its wake. The fragments chill nearby enemies, consumes a frenzy charge if possible to cause the ice fragments created by the first projectile to explode outwards after a short duration, peppering enemies with shrapnel. That sounds cool. Huh. Chilling radius goes up. Frenzy charge fragment duration is 1 second. I'm gonna use my Greater Jeweler's Orb on this. Give it quality, add it to the roster. Then we need supports for it. Glacial Lance. Damage is extra cold. Deliberation, more damage, more movement speed penalty. Okay, it can have cold infusion. It can have deliberation. Other gems. More AoE for an 8-second cooldown on it. Attacks gain 35% damage is cold for 5 seconds on freezing an enemy with supported skills. Infuses all of your attacks with extra cold. Give it that. Give it more freeze buildup. Yeah, more freeze buildup. Sure. So it launches Spear. Then after a long time, those will explode. Oh, I guess not. But if I have a frenzy charge, oh, and I can just fire this thing. Whoa. That is cool, actually. Oh, there's no monsters left in this map. I can't use this ring, but I will save it. All right, still just do my normal thing. Build up my frenzy charges. Use my mark. Ooh. Replenishing. Here, let's launch a spear up there. Oh, that is crazy cool. Okay. Whoa. Boom. I gained frenzy charges from that because I'm freezing enemies. Throw it. Freeze. The freeze duration's really nice too. Ooh, digging that. So yeah, if I freeze an enemy with this, well, I'm dead. Let's say I freeze an enemy. Well, I don't have the frenzy charges, so the explode timer is super long. But freeze enemy, and then now, yeah, attacks have added cold. 5 splinters. Another button for my build. Yay! There's situations where that's going to be very valuable. Like running up on a shrine that I really want, and there's enemies that just want to do stupid amount of damage. I don't have much trouble keeping frenzy charges up. The best part about it, though, it freezes, therefore it replenishes the frenzy charge it uses. Steel Point Quarterstaff. Nazir's Judgment causes days build up equal to 100% damage dealt. Last dangerous map. This one's got speed on it. All the rest of these are not going to hinder me really in much any way at all. Really looking forward to it. So since I have a good staff, I could probably just take like whatever skill from these staff things, and it's probably gonna suck it in and do pretty well right off the bat. Oh!
All shall break before me.
Can I freeze the exile? Ooh, ow. Get popped. Whoa. Freeze. Ow. Oh, I thought I killed the rare. I did not. Watch that. Freeze rare. And there's a couple people that told me, yo, you should check out the tornadoes. Where are the people like, yo, check out the Glacial Lance, man. That is so nuts. Only 4 splinters because I keep getting carried away toying with this. Yay, rarity of items. Researcher, strongbox. Lizard scale boots. Oh, another bushwhack. Exalting Regal. I don't think I would use this to really do anything else with bosses, but it's a solution to where my build feels weaker, which is with crazy amounts of enemies doing crazy amounts of things, and I can't, for the life of me, manage to deal with it. And these shrines. Freeze the enemies. Walk up. Click that. Yeah, just click that shrine, right? Annulment orb. So if I throw this at the boss, that wasn't much freeze buildup. Ow. I need to focus. Mark, frenzy charge, mark, frenzy charge. There we go. Mark, spear throw. My spear's threw off in the distance! Come on! My spears aren't hitting. Okay, so You can't target the hole, or else your spear is gonna just go flying. You gotta target a little to the side. Ow. No. I mean, chilling him, even if I'm not going to get freezes off, is still cool. Alright. One of them still went off up there. Ah, damage is extra cold map. Reduce some crits, though. That one's fine. Oasis with a map boss. Oh, I remember this map. I don't remember the boss. It's probably the fire guy from Act 2, the big fire guy. 5 splinters. Rogue Exile. Are you frozen? No, not yet. But I froze enemies and I'm... Oh.
I've killed before.
I lost all my frenzy charges. Unset ring rare. Uh-oh, uh-oh. What to do? Oh, I didn't have a frenzy charge for it, though. There, now we got him. Haha. No. This is Shaman Ra. Phase 1? Oh! Yeah, it is Shaman Ra Phase 1. Alright, well, that is kind of scary. No, that wasn't the big slam. Oh, no, no, we can stay out. Okay, I saw the red flash on him that time. Ooh. I'm like afraid now after getting like obliterated. Here, have this.
Shall feast on your flesh.
Wait, do you run away? Huh.
You will break.
No! Come on with that again, man. Alright, keep a close eye on what he's doing. There we go. And I go in. Mark. And okay, and then I gotta go through the ad phase. And then if he has a cooldown on that ability, I gotta be ready for him to do it again. But it is very quick. That spear hits the ground and does a lot of damage there real fast. Run. Okay, no, that was the launch thing. Oh, no, 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 no. Just kill him. Just kill him. Okay. Ooh! Fizz lightning damage. Fires additional grenade crossbow. It's not like the top of top tier, but that's good. Maybe he wouldn't have one-shot me with that as well if I didn't have extra damage on that map. Now I got to do a big batch of easy maps. Still need more delirium, I think. Where are we at? 13. Ooh, GCP. I think that increases the radius on that if I quality it up. I mean, more radius on that, just a bigger ice explosion. I can't see myself taking that off anytime soon, so I mean I might as well. Unique bronze greaves, another GCP, and it's worth it just to use it every now and then because it just means I get big extra damage as Colt. 6 splinters, 7 to go. The infinite pursuit. Movement speed while affected by an ailment, chance to be inflicted by ailments. Sure. Oh, I already did quality it up. Ha! Okay. Here, 5 gold ring, only 6 splinters. Man, I was really pushing on that one too. And a cat talisman. Hits against you have reduced critical damage bonus on boots. That is good. Life sprig, evasion, cold, chaos, life regen, evasion. That's nifty. Just really need some life. That's chaos damage and life. Flat fizz. So if I replace the sapphire ring, I'm covered up on the cold res. I'm going to drop a little chaos res. What does that do to my damage? Slight loss because of accuracy, and explosive spear goes down because of the percent fire. Puts me at 69 there, but I could put my other charm back on then because I'm over 90 there. And it didn't give me life, but it also has more evasion. 4 splinters. Speak to Alva. Simulacrum is complete then, is what that was telling me. Awesome. The Realm Gate. Simulacrum goes in. Let's do it. Monsters have increased accuracy to start. I don't think I need to be too worried about completing this. I think I should be able to do it. We shall find out. This is my 3rd attempt at Simulacrum. I did it once in trade, and then I clicked my stash once and it crashed and I lost the instance. And then I did it in SSF with my gas arrow build. And then every enemy that spawned burning ground, causing my gas arrows to blow up, making it impossible for me to ramp my poison damage, which I was scaling my entire build around. So I ended up failing that one as well. That was when there was no revive attempts either, so that kind of sucked, but now that you can revive, and this build is actually functioning pretty well. 2 greeds, T15 waystone. It's 2 of those so far. Ooh. No, it's a paranoia. I thought that was a disgust. I'm looking for Distilled Fear. I need 2 of them. Ooh. As long as it's not going to spawn enemies that, like, one-shot me. Omniphobia doesn't look like it has too much damage. Nice to get the mark on the phobia. Ow. It's a rare with chaos. Oof. Okay. Made it through that. An envy. Use my stash. Let's make a dump for this. Keep the maps on me and the emotions. Okay. 3 distilled ire. Osis. I pinned him out of his energy shield thing. That was crazy. And his explosions are not giant bubbles here, they're in ice. Okay. Iron Guilt. Ooh, this one's got 25 Ellie pin on it. Scary for the magic enemies or rares that want to spawn with extra damage.
Watch your step.
Ooh, come on, just die. That thing has lightning mirages and extra lighting. Ooh. Greed, ire, guilt. Into the crop circle 1. Ow. Ooh, but I can burn all of this stuff down. Another mana siphoner. Oh, this one's got chaos plants. Uh-oh, there's something with an invulnerable aura. 5 attempts remaining. Okay. Just spawn right back in. Ah, I gotta build up frenzy charges again, though. Ah, come on. Oh, I'm not dead. Instant life flasks. Oh, jeez. 2 iron greed. Life damage, damages cold, and energy shield. Dang, they're about to be so tanky. Oh my god. They're gonna be very rippy and very tanky. No, 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 no. Let me out. Okay. Unloaded for a second there. Yikes. Oh. Oh man, I'm spawning underneath them. Let me out. Oh. I know. Ah, kill them. Oh. That skill just saved my life. Oh. 2 ire paranoia, greater jeweler's orb. Oh. Okay, life, evasive, less curse, damages chaos. Okay, easier room.
You can't get rid of me, exile. I am you.
Alright, use this more. Because it works. I tried to throw it down in the bubble. Oh, no way, man. Ah. I'm just gonna die. Yeah. Alright. I failed the 3rd simulacrum! I really thought that was about to go better than it did. It did not. Oh, no fears. I can get up to a despair, upgrading the envies. I'm pretty sure you reforge these, they go up a tier. Yeah. So I could make 2 more disgust. I could upgrade that to a despair, but that doesn't give me the fear. I would love to be able to just like farm megalomaniacs. Those seem really cool, and they come from that. If you complete wave 15, I died on 9. And it takes a lot of maps to get back there because I can't spec into anything on my tree to make it easier to get there with my limited points I get. And I did not lose any XP for dying in there. I did get a greater jeweler's orb. At least that's something. The good thing is, though, if I wanted to attempt it again, it's not going to take 150 plus maps to get there. It'll take like maybe 60, which is a much better state than it was in. But that is where I need to stop for today. Next time, I'll try and put some XP into the character. Now that I got all the hard maps out of the way, and go after those last corruption things and see what else I can find. I do have access to citadels close to where I've explored as well, so maybe we can look at that. But there's only a few days left before I jump into last epochs, so we'll keep pushing and see how far I can get. But with that, I'd like to thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, definitely hit the like button as it really helps the channel out a lot. Subscribe to make sure you don't miss more videos from me. If you'd like to help support my channel, please consider using the super thanks, the heart icon just below the video, or by joining to become a member, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.